Hey everybody, welcome to another week here on Fun Time Planet Earth. Yeah, there's so much going on. It's kind of crazy. Um, let's see. We'll do some cards for the week and see what that's about, and then do the day by day. But of course, this week we have the equinox coming up Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday, Friday. It kind of comes in really late at night, I think. Um, that's always just about balancing out energies, the dark and the light. So sometimes we end up seeing more things sort of come to light. Although this time we're heading more into the dark, the rest period. We've still got 7 planets in retrograde, I think, till October 2nd. Again, I'm actually going to do a meditation that I wrote, I think, last year or the year before. Um, and it's when the planets are in various stages of retrograde. So I'm just going to put that up as a straight meditation by itself, seeing as I didn't get to do Holding Space Sunday yesterday. Anyway, yeah, so these energies are going to continue to be intense. Today I'm feeling Monday here that I woke up and I was a little anxious when I woke up this morning. Um, I'm just not sad, but just like you can just feel there's a little heavier energy. Um, yeah, what did I want to say about that? It, it's someone said, one of the people I follow on Facebook, I think. I don't really, not really on Facebook a lot. But, she just said that we're kind of getting in these retrogrades. We're getting into the darker aspects of them. So we're really being asked to like look at things that may not be super pretty. Um, just kind of really the big thing I think that's coming out of this, and that's sort of like as we head into this darkness of the equinox, um, when it'll be in balance that day. Um, but it's just asking us to, these old systems. We're still getting into this. The old systems are falling and dying and changing, and new is going to come in. It's just this is a process, and it's not going to happen overnight. And I think what this equinox is asking us to do is we're shedding the past, like getting rid of it. But we don't just like cast it off and be like, all right, I'm new, I'm ready to go. There's going to be a grieving period, right? There's going to be a period of we need to grieve the loss of the old systems and the old uh, energies around that, whether they're people or um, constructs or just and yeah systems, the way we've done things. So that seems to be what's really coming up for this week with the equinox. We'll see what day by day has to hold, but let's get an overall sense of what the week itself is meaning. I'm going to use the Sacred Earth deck here just because I feel like that's, yeah, we still have this ready but waiting card. I think we've got that last week. So, yeah, it's just, yeah, saying like this week has been, you know, this past week has been, we've got all the things in place. We're just waiting for that right moment for things to start, to begin. Um, so just it's just about, she's holding the peace dove too. So it's like just keep holding the line, keep the peace, just be ready, willing, and able, um, and don't fight things. We also got the sun, which means we could also see some pretty big flares. We've seen some this week as well. I am blessed with the gift of life. I am free to create a life filled with joy, open and connected to God. So, this is again, we're just keep the faith, keep shining your light, keep putting out there what you want to see, building this new. Um, I know it's hard to like conceptualize because we don't know what anything's going to look like. And all we know is the old systems. And so, but by our hanging on to them and not letting them go, and not grieving them, is we're just keep manifesting the same energy. So I know it's a really tricky thing. It's kind of the equinox, right? It's this light and dark balance where we're trying to keep it together, but it's tough right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's weird energy. It's not hard to navigate, but it's hard to kind of figure out, it's hard to plan a next step when you don't know what's coming and we've never seen it or yeah, or even imagined it, but we have to like put on our best creative self and start envisioning, what we do want to see and feel and where we want to be. So that's the overall for the week. Let's take a look at day by day. All right, let's take a look at Monday to see what we're doing. I know. Yeah, so I know it's tricky out there right now, guys, and just my best advice is just we need to observe and rest and uh, yeah, just I feel like it's just a matter of not really doing too much, just keeping your energy and um, outlook as positive as you can, right? Okay, Monday. So we got Merkaba activation. So Merkaba is an energy field in this shape, um, that you can that we all have around us. And once we can activate that, that helps us raise up in frequency. Um, I There's a couple different really good ways to activate that. I think actually Amanda Ellis has a really good one on her channel. You'd have to search through it. It's quite a long time ago that she did it, but it's a good little meditation to help activate that. The meaning for that is transcendence, ascension, you're rising up. So, yeah, just again, this process is happening. It is going to feel a little strange and different, and we just need to um, do what this next card says, which is the Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. So, even though things are about to change in our outside world, um, in our inside world, what's been happening is we've been coming online to our gifts and our talents and our abilities. So it's time to like activate those and start rising up in energy. And then we also got, I'm going to say this wrong, sancticity. No, sanctity. Sanctity. Oh my God. Sanctity. Through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. Interesting. So just telling us again to like, yeah, we still need to be doing this meditation, um, and offering, you know, a really good way to like clear what's no longer serving us is to offer it up and just say, I can no longer field this energy or transmute this. So, you give it up to whatever higher power, angels, uh, you just, yeah, just say this, I no longer uh, can contain this and I need to, you know, make it a sacrament and move on. So, yeah, so Monday is just about, again, reminding us that we just need to, we're holding the line, right? It's like we're ready and waiting. Um, and our best thing to do is when we're ready and waiting is, it's like a flight, right? We're in the airport, or we're waiting for our plane to be ready. It is coming. We are going on this trip. You just, like try not to make yourself all worked up about everything and just enjoy, reading a book or sitting in meditation and or using your talents and your gifts to create, right, a better envisioning of where we're headed. So that's Monday. All right, let's look at Tuesday this week. Wrong cards up there, but I'm going to pick them up because, oh, there's too many there. We'll just keep them. Yeah, I was just going to say too, I'll get into it a bit at the conclusion at the end, but we just want to make sure too that, yeah, that we're staying, uh, you know, even though we're heading into like darker, longer days and that kind of stuff, which, for like most of us in the northern hemisphere, like it can mean really, you know, we are more prone to uh, sadness and depression and those sorts of things. So just making sure that we're really taking care of ourselves, getting enough sleep, because what's coming up after we get through equinox is the next big sort of set of things, not till October, but still, is that the next set of eclipses are coming, and those are definitely movers and shakers of energy. They always have been. So, okay. For Tuesday, we got the Stellar Gateway Activation, Infinite Potential Manifestation Vortex. Okay. We're really being asked to like be doing some work, not just be sitting back necessarily watching, but watching what we are thinking, saying, doing, manifesting into our lives. We also got the Traveler, which is move in a new direction. It's sort of just what we're already talking about, is that the old is moving and crumbling and dissolving around us. So start looking at new ways of doing everything. So, you might, you know, this might just be doing some research online to find out who's building new communities and new systems of potential for finance and those sorts of things. So just not be uh, resting on our laurels here. We're not really supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to be doing some work. And we also got inner power. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. There you go. That's totally just saying, don't rest on your laurels and expect this all to happen. It's happening, but the bottom line is we have to keep our energy at a certain level so that we can go through it a little easier, right? And also just, again, working with manifestation, bringing in the new. We can't bring in the new if we haven't done any work on what we want to see, because then you're either going to get gobbledygook, or you're going to be on the other side of that spectrum and you're going to be worrying about everything, and you're going to manifest in things that you don't want, experiences you don't want. um, I'm having the worst time with like, and I was talking to a couple other friends, and it's, finances is really challenging a lot of people right now. And it's hard to let go of because it's all we've ever known, but we definitely need something new there. So, yeah, that's Tuesday. Continue to do the work and continue to just make sure you're in alignment with the good that you want to see in the world. Right? That's Tuesday. All right, let's see what we're doing Wednesday. Been funny today because it's been pouring rain. All the birds have been close to or around the house. So I have a magpie that's been sitting on top of my window, just chattering away, chattering, chattering. So you might hear that. That's what that is. Yeah, I have noticed too over the last week with the different, I don't know if it's just the solar flares or, um, the way that everything's just the intensity of the energy and things, that even like animals are acting strangely, particularly pets. My dog, he's been a little, just like sometimes extremely hyper, like extremely hyper. And he's 7, but he acts like he's 1. Kind of fun. All right, Wednesday, we got the Emerald Tablet activation. cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, and conscious manifesting. Pretty sure the theme for this week is going to be conscious manifesting. That's probably what the title of this video is because I always name it after I edit it together. So that's what it's looking like. And then we also got Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Okay. And then we got Karma as well. There's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. Okay, so yeah, we're just working through some uh, old energy. Instead of going into panic, fear, or defensiveness against someone else, if that's what's coming up, is let's stay in the energy of peace, embrace the energy of peace. So I think that's really all I want to say for Wednesday is just leave it there, is just keep in there, no matter what's going on, no matter what we hear, no matter, who's slinging arrows, slings and arrows and all of that. It looks like it's really important to just keep, uh, you know, we can address different parts of our karma and work through those in a peaceful way. Um, yeah, it just says again, so usually as soon as I start reading the cards, that's when I get that like, okay, this is a more, it's individual, but it's world stage again. So it just means like more stuff's going to be coming up from the past. Instead of getting or being negative about it or getting defensive, go into the energy of peace and continue to consciously manifest what we want to see. So not acting out in ways that are, negative or harmful to ourselves or to others, because I think if we're doing that, we're just going to keep manifesting that for the next little while. So let's let that karma die off and pass along. And yeah, again, embrace the energy of peace for Wednesday. All right. Let's take a look at Thursday. Now, Thursday, yeah, Thursday's when the equinox, it comes in, but from what I heard is that it comes in quite late at night, so it's almost into the 23rd. So, but again, any energy we've been working with lately, whether that's full moons, new moons, portal days, so including this equinox, it's a portal and it's going to be open for a few days. So just so we know, um, we'll feel that energy through this whole week is what I'm doing. I'm already feeling it right now. So we got for Thursday, Orion activation, supernova, recreation, renewal, rebirth by light. Isn't that funny? Oh, that we're heading into our darker days here in the northern hemisphere. But this is, yeah, so this is anyway, we're heading into the light. So this is awesome. And it's funny, the recreation and the renewal are in there, right? Which is part of that retrograde stuff that I talked about last time, the RE, renew, revise, all the REs that you can think of. Recreation, again, asking us to continue what we've already been doing. So consciously manifesting what we do want to see. And then we got Lady, which is enjoy growth and reap rewards. So it's interesting because what's that saying is like, rebirth by the light. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday have only gone by. If you've been consciously manifesting, you may already see results by Thursday. That's kind of crazy fast and a little bit of, but it's the good thing. So make sure like this means manifestation is happening right away. So be really careful about what you're thinking and putting out there. Put out there what you really want. Don't like we've really got to. I'm the worst. I'm only talking to myself right now because it's like I can put myself in the dumps pretty fast these last couple days, and I'm like, just why are you doing this? You don't want this, so stop doing it, right? And we also got signs for Thursday. Instincts are the message from the inner divine. So again, if you're uh, by now, like I said, manifestation's happening very quickly. And then this is almost saying to us with the signs is um, if you're in doubt, if you're like looking at all of this and nothing, and you feel like nothing's happening or nothing's materializing, you're not getting that fresh apple ready to go, then ask for some signs and some clarification. And yeah, the divine will send that to us pretty instantly. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, like if we're we're getting like clear signs that stuff is starting to move fast and ahead. Um, you know, I always sometimes think this is going to take like a long time, but I think things are just seem to be speeding up. Even people are talking about time feeling like it's speeding up, but then it's taking forever. So it's just like we said, we're in a really interesting corridor of change. Um, so yeah, just keep bringing, just know it's coming. Your rewards and growth are here. That's Thursday. Okay, looking at Friday. I feel like this reading has gone fast, and then maybe this week will feel like it's gone. All right. Yeah, getting lots of cards here about light, which is funny because just before I came on to this video, something I saw was like the light is incoming. So it's Monday evening and the intensity is picking up again. So see what this week has to hold. Okay, Friday, sacred inner space, sacral chakra, tenderness and sensuality. Just leave that there for a second. And then we got summer, which is bask in joy and light. And the last card for Friday is surrender. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. The ego learns what's hardest to stop trying to control the whole universe. Okay, this is a pretty easy message for Friday. It's like, let it happen. Stop trying to change, manipulate, control, worry about, tinker with. These two cards are plain and simple. Self-care is on the map for Friday. So enough trying to make things happen and just surrender to the process that is happening and then go within. This is stuff about within, right? So sacral chakra, tenderness, be kind to yourself. Sensuality, this isn't that's not just this like a sexual connotation. You can have a really nice sensual bath, like with like rose petals and bubbles, and that can spark that same uh, emotion, emotional state in you. And bask in joy and light. It's just find the joy on Friday. Find the light. It's coming in, like we just talked about, and like the beginning of the weekend, and go back to the sun. When the sun comes up, it just means the whole week is going to be light. Like, and that's the thing is we've been, like I said, this more than likely is going to be named about the light because it's obviously beaming straight into us. We may, it is only Monday and we may not be able to feel that right now, but this energy is going to just keep flowing in pretty intensely all week. I would say too, some of the self care, because sacral chakra can also be creativity. So if you're feeling like you need, you know, dance, go out dancing, maybe, there's a million things we can do to like um, attend to that sacred inner space. But, the best thing, honestly, is just like good meditation. So good music, good food, joyful situations. Friday, try to put yourself in a good place, um, and just stop trying to control everything. Surrender. Friday is about surrender. Okay, taking a look now at Saturday. Yeah, and in terms of, I'm not sure, I probably won't get a chance to do any kind of equinox video, but you never know. So just keep your eyes peeled. Might be one of those things I need to check on. Or whoa, that's too many cards. But I'm gonna put those back again. That was a big bounce out, so hopefully just one of them will come out here. Yeah. So I might just be able to do the reading next week. Um, next week I might get around to holding space Sunday. Just depends on how the weekend goes. This past weekend was I I meant to I was fully ready to do holding space Sunday yesterday. I had spent the day. It was actually nice out, so I cleaned the car, like detailed it inside and out, and then by the time I was done, I was so sore. I'm still a little bit sore and achy, and I was like, it shouldn't have been that detrimental, but it was. So I just couldn't bear the thought of reading anything. All right, Saturday. Now we're on to solar plexus chakra for Saturday. That's like an alliteration. Solar light upgrade, solar plexus chakra, inner fire, and willpower. And then we got the sage, be devoted and committed. Oops. And then we also got love. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself. So, yeah, I mean, this is definitely playing on the theme that I keep telling you guys to go back to. Always go back to the heart, always try to resonate in the frequency of love. So, yeah, this is just talking about taking this to the, let's take this to the that next level of being devoted and committed to this act of raising our frequency to the frequency of love. And then the solar plexus comes in because that's the thing that stokes the fire that keeps, building this momentum of like, and that's kind of like, even though we're building up that energy of love in heart center, what's gonna like push it out and show it to the world is that willpower, that action, which is solar plexus. So working with heart and solar plexus, you can put your hand over both and just um, yeah, part of the sage thing is it's that little, do your meditation, even if it's 5 minutes of like raising frequency, sitting in love, and just like for 5 minutes a day and putting that out for yourself and then to the world. So that's Saturday. Yeah, just be love. All right, I'm gonna take a look at Sunday here, and then yeah, and then we'll do two cards from to sum up the week and see where we end up. Um, yeah, and like I said, those eclipses are coming up, but not till October, November. But it's sort of like all the work we're going to be doing now is what ends up preparing us for those 2 weeks of eclipses. Because yeah, they're definitely going to be pretty powerful. Um, so is this next this equinox is going to be pretty not intense, but yeah, we're still working through a lot of stuff going on in the world. Um, we're definitely not done yet. There's a long list of uh, peace that has to be made and lots of avenues of things we're getting to. So, just, yeah, again, not sitting back, resting on our laurels, but taking action. And our action is just doing the work of conscious manifesting, sitting in a state of love, being committed to those actions. Let's take a look at Sunday. Earth Star activation, anchoring, grounded action, Isis energy. So again, and we've got the Merkaba in there again. So just again, continuing to remain grounded, working our energy and her activations, and just knowing that the Isis energy is really the quick and best way to explain it is this is the rise of the divine feminine, pure and simple. So that's starting to amp up now too. Also got the Shaolin Master, which is be great, graceful in movement and action. Again, uh, you know, trying to keep this like energy flowing in the right vibration, but just yeah, don't make any sudden moves or changes or abrupt, be careful with yourself and with others. And we got two cards to end here. Intuition. Each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what is needed. Yeah. So yeah, that's our graceful movement is going within and really listening, and not fighting this process again, not trying to that surrender card, not trying to control everything and make it the exact way you want. That's not conscious manifesting. Conscious manifesting is putting out what you'd like to see, and and getting that back, but not trying to control every piece of it or shutting the door on it. Like it comes, but it's in a little bit different way than you imagined, and then you just are like, nope, don't want it. It's not what I asked for. I always use this analogy. So you are manifesting whatever it is, and you're like, and you're so detailed that you're like, and it's in a white box, whatever it is you want, and it's got a pink bow, and that's exactly what I want. Then the doorbell rings, and then you open it, and sitting on the sidewalk in front of you is a white box, but the bow is blue. So you close the door because you're like, that's not my package. The thing inside is still the same. So open the package. That's, yeah, this is kind of a weird analogy, but it's just like, okay, it doesn't have, when you're manifesting, again, usually the best thing to manifest is emotions or feelings. Like, how do you want to feel? How do you want to, more joy, more bliss, all of those things instead of, very specific, like, well, I want to live in the country. I mean, you can definitely like put this into play, but like finally detailing it is fine. But if it doesn't come up exactly as planned, you do have to trust the divine a bit that they're working in your best interest still. It is a bit of a delicate balance, but we also got worth, which is you have been worthy to belong to love all along without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. I think that's a perfect place to leave that. I'll just read that again. You have been worthy to belong to love all along without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. That's just lovely. Yeah. Continuing to stay in that love vibe and just knowing that you are love. And you don't have, and again, that's the thing, like, we don't have to put out a ton of energy with this, and try to like make it happen for us. It is happening for us, and it's just a matter of recognizing it. Right? Watching for those signs, using your intuition. That's this card is like, just looking within and going, okay, wait, I manifested this. I am love. Perfect. Let's do two cards to sum up the week, with the deck we used from the beginning, the Sacred Earth deck, and then we'll leave it there. I hope it's a good week for everybody. I know, like, it can be exhausting. It's exhausting working these energies. But we just got it again. I was going to put it back. I'm going to do another one, but we just got ready and waiting. So again, we're ready to go. We just need to keep doing what we're doing, and then here, and this is the card we got. So it's in moderation. We need to be doing this transformation in moderation, and sometimes this is getting frustrating because we're like, oh, can it just all happen already? I'm so tired of working this, but it has to be a slow drip, 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 and then transformation, right? You might be ready for it, but other people aren't quite there yet. And if we pull the pin too early, it's going to be way more difficult for other people and possibly even us. Like, we may think we're like, I got this, I'm ready to go. But just let it play out. Yeah, moderation. This is all happening in moderation. Just know it's happening, know in your heart, and keep the faith and hold the line on all the good things, but keep doing the work of just staying in that love vibration, right? And then we also got the Emperor, which is funny because I think still call it the Emperor with an Empress on it, but um, I lead with wisdom, integrity, and virtue. Yeah, so that's just saying like what I just said. It was like some of us are like, let's just go. We're ready. Um, but it's like, okay, you're ready. Um, our job is to lead with our wisdom and our integrity and our virtue. The time is coming. It's not quite there yet, but it is like just around the corner. So don't go in guns a blazing and trying to change everybody's mind, and do your own work. Do your work. Sit in love. Be patient. We're going to get there. Um, I know that's tricky to do sometimes because I'm just as guilty of it too. I'm like, I've been doing this, like this deeper dive, um, whatever this is, since like 2017. So I feel like, and that doesn't sound long. And I know there's people that have been doing it 20 years before this. It, but it's about being patient, and when our time to step up and lead and go will be completely apparent to us. So yeah, again, just there's nothing else we do. Let's just sit in this vibration of love and know that we are love itself, and love will lead the way when it's time. All right, have a really good week, you guys, and we'll see you. Uh, yeah, maybe I'll be able to throw up some kind of equinox thing, but I am definitely going to record this planet retrograde meditation. So look for that. It may not be today that it goes up, but within the next couple days. And it's good to do anytime. I think these planets again are in retrograde till October 2nd. So I'll put that meditation up, and you can use it at your leisure. All right, take care. Love you guys. Bye.